Alright, potentially the final Extra Life Treasure Brawl that I will play with this extra hearted deck. I still need to cast seven, oh, nine. Wow, bad math. Nine more green or white spells. I'm hoping I can do that with this deck. The last game, I only casted a few spells. Ozolith, Vorinclex, two Planeswalkers. Like, I think it was literally less than five spells. And we won the game because Vorinclex just doubled up the Planeswalkers, doubled up the counters that were getting put on him. It was brutal. Okay, this is great. Remember, this is a turn 3 play if we hold on to our treasures. And the Hydra we could put two counters on turn 2 if we wanted to, and then double them. So that's really good. We're just going to keep the Pilgrim and use that free land drop, basically. We're playing against Lifelink, Demons, Devils, Imps, and Tieflings. And if we cast 9 spells, then 750 more gold for the day. The last victory, it wasn't in the video, but I got 850, so I wonder if I got 250 for still playing in this event, and then I got... Oh, no. Sorry, math is bad again, apparently. I got 100 for winning the game, and I got 750 for completing the challenge of playing, I think it was 30 blue or green spells. I'm so used to only getting 500 now that when I get... I think we actually Fabled Passage here, that way we can do something bigger later on. And then we just hold on to the rest of our mana. Let's put the Brawler in. That way we can hold on to our treasures and we go to combat, we end the turn. And we're probably finding a forest with the Fabled Passage because the Pilgrim makes white mana. And we have this Plains in hand. And treasures obviously can do anything, but we've got triple green, double green, double green. Just want to make sure we can play that stuff. So now we're at 6 mana. They're only at 4. We could play the triplets, which actually would be a pretty strong play here. We could play the Hydra out. I feel like we're going to play the triplets and save one of our treasures. That seems like a good play here. How about we attack with the Brawler? Maybe we just attack. Yeah, we'll just attack with the Brawler. Yeah, see if they're going to do anything about it, and then play out the triplets. It's a pretty busted card. We get 3 3/3s, and then when one of them dies, we get to buff the other one up. Sorry, we get to buff each other one up. So if one of these dies, the other two become 6/6s, or at least they would have. But that was a great burn down the house from them. This is a tapped land, which is not what we want. So we're just gonna play it anyway, and then we'll Lion Sash. And then in the turn, we're just gonna hold up our treasures. Next turn we have 7 mana with the treasures. We really just don't want them to outrun us, because look at all the cards in hand they have. 6 compared to our 2, plus their Planeswalker, their commander rather. Now they have a Prosper. It's pretty amazing. Alright. I'm not going to Lion Sash here because I don't want to use a treasure. Another tapped land. Alright, so probably Gear Hulking here, and then just getting some damage in with the Lion Sash, I think. Because otherwise, what, we can exile their Burn Down the House, or some of our own creatures? I don't really know if that's the play. Or how about we This has to be pretty big to fight the Prosper. When is this? Beginning of your instep until the end of your next turn. So they could definitely kill something here and then return no creature. So we're playing the land no matter what, we know that. How about we just start gaining some life here? Doesn't seem like the worst play. This is just target creature. So they kill the Lion Sash, no big deal. We gain 3 life. We hold up more tokens. If we needed to, we could use the treasures for Lion Sash. I'm not planning on doing that. The Gear Hulk we can cast with our lands now. The Hydra we can cast with our lands. Yeah, we can take 1 here. This is fine. Not sure if they thought we were just gonna trade there or throw up the Lion Sash, I mean, but there's no reason. It's 1. Not worried about the 1 damage from Prosper. They get a treasure, that's really nice. I'm just gonna let the Lion Sash go. And they didn't play it for 5 because they didn't have anything to bring back. So that was nice. At least they didn't have a reanimate option. That's really good to see. I kind of want an Ochre Jelly here, since we can use the Gear Hulk if it survives. Like, we Ochre for 4. Without having to use any of our treasures here, and then we can actually use Ahani's ability, and you'll hear me probably switch between Ajani and Ahani on the name, because I think Ahani might be more correct.
We were not destined to
And he doesn't die to Prosper, still. So, like, I think we're doing alright. In the turn, with Gear Hulk and Hydra, the more we wait on this, the bigger it becomes as a trampler, or we can just use it as a removal card. But even playing this for 5 mana and having it be a 6/6 trampler would be pretty good. God, that animation is sweet. Okay, Solemn Simulacrum. It's not too intimidating. And we have a 5/5, so... And he didn't attack, which is kind of nice. So now I think we probably just swing in with the jelly. Ooh, very cool. It's just each other planeswalker you control. So we could play the Duelist. It has to fight a creature? Man, I don't like that. Alright, well then let's just go to combat. See what he wants to do. I mean, clearly going to block with the Solemn, but if he also chooses not to block with anything else... Well, I just didn't block at all. Alright. Well, let's play the Legion Duelist. Now I think we just play the Gear Hulk. I'll split some treasures here. We're gonna put 2 on the Gear Hulk and 1 on the Duelist so we draw a card. And if he has some form of removal that he wants to use his treasures on, then that's fine. K-Command! Nice. Oh, the Gear Hulk is an artifact. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. I'm just gonna gain some life here. This is fine. We'll end the turn. Still have plenty of mana for the Hydra. Even with our lands, it's a 6/6 trampler for 5. So if we don't use the treasures, I think we're... I mean, they have more cards in hand, so of course that's scary. Like, Prosper is giving them great value. Except it's a 1/1. That just doesn't seem that great. I guess it's great because now they can block with Prosper. Are they going to kill my jelly? It's Ward 2. And now they have their Erebos online. Which I can still block. Oh man. Well, I think we just run that out. And then, gosh, I want the Hydra to be bigger. So if we put a counter on it, if it ETBs, I don't know which triggers first. It's at least a 4/4. It might be a 5/5 or a 6/6. I think having a 4/4 is worth it since the jelly is a 6/6. So we'll spend our treasures here. X is going to be 2. We will double the number of counters on it. Oh good, that's kind of how I was wanting that to go. We'll just gain some more life. Why not?
Now, do you see the benefits of peace?
I don't think it does any good to attack when they have an indestructible here. Sack another creature, -2/-1 until end of turn. Can pay 2 life if a creature dies and draw a card. Well, one black thing leaves his board. Oh, never mind. They've got flying, so they can take out a Johnny. What does this do?
We must regroup.
Oh, he has to attack every turn? Until your next turn. Oh, I'm gonna have to attack. Well, interesting. We might lose this game. We'll play the land out and then play this.
We could be much greater together. If I have to light the way, I will.
They are vigilance, which is nice. And he has the double block to kill. Like Erebos can block and it won't die, that's nice, but he's just gonna prosper my jelly. Which sounds very funny. Well, yeah, let's kill Obnixilis, obviously, and I do want to get rid of Prosper, so we'll just let that one die first. Gained a lot of life. I don't know why he wouldn't just draw a bunch of cards here too. Yeah, and well, okay, so I don't know if this deck has a board wipe. I haven't actually looked. It would be nice if it did. It's not the kind of deck that wants a board wipe. But man, sometimes I just feel like having one, even if you don't want one, is great because, well, because this is a prime example. You end up against a deck like this, and even though I'm creatures and counters and all of that stuff, I would much rather just play a Wrath of God or whatever else I could play that's gonna knock out my opponent. Because I can't imagine we're surviving their next turn if everything that they do is going to deal triple to us. So strange, they don't... Yeah, it's like, why not just attack with everybody? What are you worried about? My 5/5 is going to come back and get you. We have no cards in hand. I mean, it's just game, I imagine, but we'll block the biggest one and just see how it works out. Let all the damage go through. 15, 15, 612, 612. Oh, wow. And there you have it. Well, we lost pretty horribly. Let's see how we did on our gold for the day. Got it. 750. Very nice. So we'll claim that prize. Your first win, you get 500. After that, I don't think you get any other 500. So now I'm up to 50,450 gold, and this is just from playing basically every day. It's probably been a little longer than a month ago now. I said, you know what, I want to be able to take part in these drafts. I want to be able to do these things that require gems, and I decided I am just going to play and earn a bunch of gold. That way, let's say if I want to go to a quick draft or something, I can buy in with gems, or sorry, buy in with gold, and then gain the gems, and ideally win enough to then have gems to then start using gems for the drafts. And that's what I've been doing recently, and I haven't drafted in a bit, which is why you see standard brawl, starter deck duel, and then this extra life here. But I do like limited, and I'm working to get better at it. So I have done the premier draft a few times. What I did is Arena or Wizards, whoever you'd like to give the credit to, has given out 4 of these draft tokens just because of server issues and other different things going on. It happened not too long ago, and they just gave them to you through the mail. So I've used 2 of those to enter into the Shadows Remastered, and that is where I got most of my tokens, most of my gems from, is because it costs 1,500 to get in as opposed to the 750 that a quick draft does. If you get 3 wins, 2 wins even, that's 1,000 gems, 1,400 gems. So I think the first one I actually made it to 5 or 6 wins. Let's see if I kept track. I try to keep my draft decks even if they're bad. So here we go, Shadows Remastered. I made it to 5 wins. This was my Shadows over Innistrad Remastered deck. And if we go back to the formats, if we go back to what we can play, Shadows Remastered Premier Draft. If you get 5 wins, that's 1,600 gems. So my 1 draft token got me more gems than it cost to buy in. And then I think I actually, instead of using those gems, because it does cost 1,500, I used a second draft token and then bought in and played again, and probably did worse. But I have since then joined the March of the Machine, or sorry, the All Will Be One quick draft for 750. I think 2 times now, and I'm still hanging out around almost 1,700 gems. So, all from those 2 draft tokens. I haven't even had to use any of these coins that I've been gaining by playing daily. So, you can get between 250. The way that it works is you get like 1 challenge a day, basically. If you complete the challenge, it's minimum 500 coins, and then your first win every day, you get 250 coins. So minimum every day, you get 750 between these 2 things. But you're going to play more than 1 game, and usually for the next couple of wins, you get 100 coins, 100 gold in this game. So 750, and then you win 3 more times. Usually it's 100 gold for the next couple of wins, and so you see the next win that I get is going to be a card. But today I've got 250 for the first win, and then 100, 100, and 100. So that's 550 for playing 4 games, for winning 4 games rather, plus my 750. Or if it's a lower one, today it was 750, plus 500. So minimum 1,050 coins if you can win just 4 games. And then you could be done. That could be your 1,000 for the day. And usually there are days, even if it's not every day, but there are days where you play more, there are days where you win more, and that's where these extra coins come from. There are some days where I've played and I've just played like 15 games, and so I win cards and I win gold, and by the end of it, it's much more than 1,000 that I've accrued at the end of the day. Sometimes, of course, you get 750 for your quest instead of 500, so then you're already starting off with 1,000 just by winning one game and then completing the quest. And then usually completing the quest is going to require multiple games, so your first win, you have 250, 3, 4, 550, then you complete your quest and you get 750 more, and you're well over 1,000 at that point. So that's it. That's what I do. I'm doing my best to do free to play. I bought the adventurer package when I first started, which gave you like 3,500 gems or something, and the City of Brass sleeves. Like, it's the thing that's available for $15 to everybody that's new. I think they offered some gems at a discount one time, and I purchased those. But otherwise, I really just want to be able to play Magic whenever I want to, and Arena is great for that. And if I get on and play even formats that aren't the reason that I started doing this, like Standard Brawl wasn't what I wanted to do, and it's not competitive, but I've gained 50,000 gold, and between my free draft tokens and the drafts I've been doing, I'm up to almost 1,700 gems. That's great for me. That means anytime I want to draft, I can go in and I have enough gems to draft. Even if I go to Shadows Remastered and I want a Premier draft and I don't want to use one of my tokens, I have 1,500 gems and I could do this. I really don't want to spend 10,000 gold. So I would use the gems because I know how difficult the gold is to get and how long it takes to get. 10,000 gold could be 10 days, or even 7 or 8 or 9 days. So maybe let's just say it takes a week to get 10,000 gold. That's a long time for one draft, and then you hope that you're going to get what would have to be 5 wins in order to buy back in, and then maybe get up to 6 or 7 wins and kind of try and hedge your wins and losses a little bit. So anyway, this has been quite a long video. I'm going to end it now. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.